This is CBSSports.com's College Basketball 360. I'm Kevin Corke. Great to have you with us, everybody. This is our college basketball preview, the road to the Final Four. This is our chance to tell you who our experts think will be there when it counts, as in the Final Four this season. And for more on that, we welcome Gary Parrish and Jeff Goodman to the show. Guys, great to have you with us as always. Let's show the folks at home who you have in your respective Final Fours. Let's begin first with my man, Gary Parrish. You've got Louisville, Indiana, Kentucky, and Michigan State. Jay Good's got Louisville, Indiana, Arizona, and Gonzaga. All right, so you guys do agree on at least two of them. First to you, Gary. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think we're not going to agree on much, but I think those two, they're no-brainer picks. They're both experienced, they're both talented, and they're both experienced in winning. Indiana was obviously in the Sweet 16 last year, got eliminated only because they ran into Kentucky. Louisville in the Final Four got eliminated there only because they ran into Kentucky. Two coaches who have both been there before, in Rick Pitino and Tom Crean. I don't think there's anything silly about Indiana. Louisville being in everybody's Final Four. And in fact, I suspect they would be in most people.
Let me jump in there, Jeff, before you tell us your part of the equation. I just noticed right away you've got a couple of West Coast teams in yours. What gives? I mean, come on. Arizona, Gonzaga, tell me why.
West Coast resurgence, baby. They're back. You know, we got UCLA, Arizona, Gonzaga. We've got San Diego State and UNLV that are good. So I think the West Coast is going to be much better. I do want to point out, by the way, that, Gary, how about that? Louisville, Indiana, Michigan State, and Kentucky. Way to go on a limb there with any of them.
I'm not interested I'm not interested in showing how brave I am. I'm just interested in being right.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to be right and I'm brave. How's that? I mean,
you know what? I'm not even sure you've got if you wanted to pick West Coast teams just to sort of balance, I'm not even sure you've got the right West Coast teams.
I may not, but listen, I need to be able to go back to Arizona, my alma mater, and not check in under an assumed name, okay? So I'm taking the Wildcats. I like Gonzaga. I really think this is Mark Hughes, maybe his best team in a decade. He's got good guards that have a year of experience with Pangos and Gary Bell. He's got Elias Harris. He's got Sam Dower, who can really shoot it as a spot-up forward. So I like those teams. I think the West Coast is really going to be back this year.
All right, let me do a little pushback here on my man Gary. Listen, is Michigan State really that good this year, or is it just a case of we all know how good Tom Izzo is, and so we always keep putting them up there at the top? What's the deal, Gary?
I think it's both. I mean, listen, if any coach in the country deserves the benefit of the doubt, it's Tom Izzo. He's been to 6 Final Fours already, and though you can kind of do that when you recruit players to Kentucky the way John Calipari does, or when you can get on a run early in his UCLA career like Ben Howland did with pro after pro after pro, Jordan Farmar, Aaron Aflalo, Darren Collison, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love. But Tom has done it routinely with just very good college basketball rosters. And I think if you look at what he has in East Lansing this year, it's a very good college basketball roster. Keith Appling, Brandon Dawson coming off ACL surgery, Gary Harris, and then Adrian Payne and Derek Nix up front, which can create some big matchup problems, assuming they can stay on the court together for any length of time. So, yeah, Izzo gets the benefit of the doubt, but also he's got a team good enough to do it.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You don't question Tom Izzo. That's certainly one of the top rules when you're filling out your bracket come March. And, again, he does have plenty of talent, underrated talent. I think a lot of people are overlooking Michigan State because of the guys that Gary mentioned.
All right, guys, before we let you go, throw us a bone. Give me one team, a dark horse, maybe not a huge underdog, but a team that just might sneak in there and win it all that's not in your Final Four right now. Give me one each. First, over to you, Gary.
Ooh, I could see, even that Michigan team. They've got an impactful big coming in Mitch McGarry. They've got an All-American point guard in Trey Burke. But I'll stay in the Big Ten and give you my team, Ohio State. We keep waiting for Thermata to break through and get that national championship. It hasn't happened yet. But when you've got Aaron Kraft at point guard and a lottery pick in Deshaun Thomas, that's a pretty good place to start. I'll go with Ohio State as a dark horse pick.
I'll take Missouri. Again, I just think with Pressey, with Oriaki, with Lawrence Bowers back and all those transfers, if they buy in to their roles, Jabari Brown, Ernest Ross, Keon Bell, I think Frank Haith has a team that's as talented as just about anybody, and it's all about their chemistry.
All right, so based on that, it looks like you guys both have nice outsiders, but if you had to pick today from your existing Final Four, give me one. No explanation. Pick one. Gary, you first.
Kentucky Wildcats.
What a shock. I'll go across the down the road there. I'll take Rick Pitino in Louisville.
All right, great stuff. It's going to be a fantastic season. And a reminder, everybody, go to our website, cbssports.com. Our bracketology expert, Jerry Palm, will help you break down all of the top 68 teams in the country. And, of course, right here on College Basketball 360, we'll be joined by our experts, Gary Parrish and Jeff Goodman. Great stuff as always, guys. We certainly appreciate it. This has been College Basketball 360. I'm Kevin Corke with a preview of the road to the Final Four. We'll see you next time at our website, cbssports.com.